It's Erik Dalton in Oklahoma City, and I'm here with David Sheehan, and I'm glad to be on the Connect show. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lily Chiu. I'm proud to announce that I'll be one of the presenters at the 2023 National Conference for Massage and Myotherapy Australia and Massage New Zealand. I'll be presenting a workshop on the treatment options for the neck and the temporomandibular joints. We'll be looking at the anatomy and the biomechanics of these two areas and of how the neck can influence and contribute to temporomandibular pain and dysfunction. We'll also be identifying some pathologies related to TMJ disorders. This is a hands-on session and will include some powerful and gentle intraoral techniques that you can actually take back to your practice and use them straight away. So I hope you'll join us in Auckland and be a part of this historic event and celebrate our 20-year anniversary. I'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Davey, CEO of Massage and Myotherapy Australia, and I'm here with Director Vince Cosentini, who's our National Director from ACT and New South Wales. G'day.
Hi Anne, how are you?
I'm good, you?
I'm great, thank you.
And we are both doing the happy dance. We are so excited to give you some good news.
Yeah, look, as part of my Director's Initiative, we've created a brand new scholarship for the members. We are collaborating with a group of national sporting organisations and teams to allow members to work in elite sport.
How exciting. It's a little bit like what we used to do, isn't it, with the AIS?
Exactly right, Anne. We used to run that with the Australian Institute of Sport, and now we've expanded it to be with certain sports and organisations, and this is super exciting times for us as an organisation, but also for the members.
Absolutely. So if you're interested in, do I call it sports massage?
Sports massage, absolutely.
Sports massage and working with an elite team, watch our EDMs, e-news, the website, and look out for the application forms.
Hey everybody, this is Dave Sheehan from The Connect Show. I'm extremely excited to have Erik Dalton with me today. G'day, Erik.
Hello.
Now, Erik Dalton is an author, educator, and executive director of the Freedom from Pain Institute, which trains massage therapists, body workers, and manual therapists to treat chronic pain, postural distortions, and movement dysfunction with Myoskeletal Alignment Techniques, which is also known as MAT. And it evolved from Erik's extensive background in osteopathy, rolfing, massage therapy, and work with clients in private practice spanning 4 decades. Erik is currently at work preparing the materials for his annual MAT workshop event titled Leveling the Head and Tail, Techniques for Tension, Trauma, and Weak Posture, which is being held once again. I think it's an annual event in Oklahoma City in the USA, correct?
That's right.
Now,
A 10th annual.
I've seen footage of this event. How many people do you get along? It's nuts. It's like a rock show.
It's nuts. We had 240 people plus 22 teaching assistants last year, and we sold out a couple months in advance. So we're going to try to keep it about that same number this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have Gil Headley as one of the guest speakers. Last year we had Diane Mikowski and Allison Denny. And then my daughter, Adrienne Kessinger, who's an MD, double board certified MD here in Oklahoma City, she's going to be doing a segment too.
Unbelievable. It's fantastic. Now, Erik, you've got a lot of fans out here in Australia as well, many of whom are probably wondering why the hell we haven't seen you out here. So we have to get you out here. We're going to have to try and get you out here sometime. But I mentioned the fact that we are, having this interview, across the ditch, the big ditch being the Pacific, and some for you being on the east side. But as far as what you do, apart from face-to-face, you've also got a whole bunch of online courses, which is what I know you from as well, because I get all of your emails. So you've got an extensive network of resources out there for massage therapists, yeah?
Yep, 22. I think we have 22 courses now, actually.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I thought I'd just throw that in and mention it at the beginning, because it's an important point, because some of us here in Australia don't have the opportunity to have people like yourself come out from the States and other places, such as Aubrey who's coming out for our conference next month, which is really exciting. And the whole concept around having international presenters and people coming from different parts of the world is a really important thing, I think. And as you said, you have other speakers come in from different parts of the world for that big MAT event as well, yeah, in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and we have therapists from all over coming from there. Also at my Costa Rica retreat, we're doing our 23rd year there in Costa Rica. I have a home over there, and I've been teaching there for 23 years, so we get a lot of people coming there too. Yeah, Tom Myers has been trying to get me over to Australia forever. He said, I just really, love it over there, and there's the quality of therapists over there are so much more advanced there. But I'd really like to get across the pond and see you guys.
All right, cool. Now let's talk about MAT. For those that don't know, did you want to just sort of explain to everyone how it developed and sort of why it's of interest to manual therapists, how it all fits in?
Well, in a nutshell, I started in Rolfing, and I did quite a few years of that. Was really, really loved the in the trenches work mainly, and then I fractured my neck in a judo fall in '89, and got real interested in bones and nerves and joints, and got accepted to go to postgraduate workshops at Michigan State College of Osteopathic Medicine with the legendary Philip Greenman. So I ended up doing 9 years of postgraduate workshops there, and got to see Vladimir Yonda there, and David Butler, and a whole bunch of people came through there. So I finally decided in 1998 that if I didn't start teaching this, there was just so much that was going over my head. And they always say, if you teach it, you'll know it, you'll learn it. And I was just trying to learn it. And so I started teaching, thinking it was just going to be a small deal. And then here we are, 22 years later, 28 years later.
Yeah. So your approach to chronic pain, how's it shifted? Your work over time, has it always stayed the same, the way that you approach it, or has it changed over time?
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah,
it constantly changes. It constantly evolves. You got to evolve with the research. You can stick with what you like and what you've written in your books, and that's the easy way out. Or you can change and swallow your pride and go with the science. And so we're going with always trying to go with the science, and I'm always interested in what's new and what excites me. And so, it's, at first when I was in massage school, I went to massage school to become a Rolfer. And so massage school back in the 70s, it was all about muscles. And then Rolf Institute was all about fascia, and osteopathic school is all about bones and joints. And so, now I'm really interested in all of the neuroscience. I follow a lot of the neuroscience, and and so that's where my interests are now.
So with your event coming up in Oklahoma City, leveling the head and tail, is that an example of how things are changing in the work that you're presenting?
Yeah, actually, I've been talking about that a long time, actually. But one of the things, I'll just give you a brief example of my own practice. For a long time, people would come in with a chronic low back problem. I'd get in there with an elbow and dig out the knots, the tightness. The next couple of weeks, they'd come in, same tightness, same place, same pain, over and over and over. And, and then I finally, with the more and more research coming out on the brain, I realized that the brain was putting down that protective muscle guarding for a reason. And so, Rolfing is based on a postural model. So leveling the head and tail, all we're really talking about is no matter what the client comes in with, plantar fasciitis, whatever, my goal of that session is I'm going to try to get the head level on the cervical spine and the spinal column level on the pelvis, the spinal column level on the sacral base. Because otherwise you got all these reflexes that are constantly being set off, head riding reflexes and all sorts of different types of reflexes that can cause protective guarding and possibly pain. So that's always one of my goals in each session. I may not discuss that with the client, but that's just a personal goal. I go ahead and treat what they're coming in with, but that's always something that I want to get helped at least in every session. And I've had great luck just doing that.
Fantastic. And I guess you mentioned Gil Headley and again, some of the folks back here in Australia, and I certainly know him and loved the old fuzz speech, which I thought was just a brilliant piece of, well, apart from comedy, he's just he's crazy, Gil Headley. He's such an awesome guy, and has offered so much to the industry. And now you've got Gil coming into your MAT event, is that right? And talking about the Nerve Project, which I guess that in itself is a segue into talking about your mobilization of nerves, etc. But how does Gil fit into the whole event?
As far as his presentation, he's doing a 3.5 hour on Saturday afternoon. It's a 3-day workshop, and he does 3.5 hour. But it's really exciting because he's 3 months into his 4-month nerve project, and he didn't realize what he was getting into, trying to dissect all the nerves, So I'm really excited about it because nerves are really part of the brain-based thing that I'm into too. So I'm going to model some of my techniques. I have a course called Treating Trapped Nerves, which is nerve mobilization, nerve gliding, neurodynamics, kind of from a more of a deep tissue type format. And so I'm going to try to blend that in with this cause I haven't even seen it. Nobody has seen the work that he's doing. He's in the lab 6 days a week. I expect we did a podcast yesterday with him, and I expect him to be all bent over with scalpel hands, But he looked a little tired. But
you'll be working on him, no doubt.
Yeah, I hope so. I love the guy. He is a big brain, and he's so modest. You don't realize what a big brain that is in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if people want to hear more about what you're doing, Erik Dalton, I guess it's a pretty complicated website to remember. It's erikdalton.com. Is that correct?
ERIK.
Yeah, K, not C.
Yeah. That's the hardest part is misspelling my name. Yeah.
That's it. And once again, it'd be fantastic to get you out to Oz one day. But apart from that, people do have access to all of your online resources via that website. Erik, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Good luck with your event coming up. What's the date of the actual event? Do you know? Is it?
Yeah, it's June 30th through July 2nd.
Okay. Yep, fabulous. Well, I hope it goes well. No doubt it will. And it's been lovely to catch up with you on our Connect show, and hopefully get you back again down the track.
Thank you, David. Best wishes to you and all of the people there.
Okay. Thanks
Love you guys.
Thanks again, Erik.
Bye-bye.